week in Handyman Corner, going to show you how you can make do and just use what you have. For example, I was going through town the other day, and I saw a whole bunch of these blue boxes out in front of people's houses filled up with tin cans. And they were just lying there, you know. I mean, it just made my head spin. And, of course, I see that many tin cans in my mind. I got the kind of mind that just starts rolling around with the ideas. The first one being to just grab up the boxes of cans and throw them into the van. You know, nobody stopped me or nothing. And I would say, maybe 50 or 60 of the boxes and probably around 8,000 cans, you know. And, so I thought we'd just show you what you can do with stuff like that. Save the boxes for next week. We're going to show you how to make a pontoon boat. But for this week, we're going to show you what you can do with the cans, okay? Now, I mean, there's all the obvious stuff, you know, ashtrays, drinking cups, soap dishes, jewelry boxes, eyeglass frames, change purse or safety boots, or even portable urinals. But I'd like to concentrate on some multi-can projects you can do using the Handyman secret weapon, duct tape. Okay, so we roll a bit of this off, stick it down, sticky side up. Sticky side up's an important lesson in life. Take two cans roughly of the same size. You join them together like so, and just roll it onto the duct tape with the going right on the seam. Duct tape's fantastic. You can glue anything with duct tape. It'll glue wood to plastic, or metal to glass, or doors to cars. You just repeat this process with a third can I've added on here. You know, I wouldn't be surprised if you could glue pudding to air with duct tape. Wouldn't that be something? Big dollop of butterscotch pudding just hanging in your foyer. Good to see you, Mom. Come on in. Okay, and there we go. You're right, it's a chair leg. Okay, now we need a seat for our chair. Put down a strip of duct tape. Again, sticky side up. That'll get you through so much of your adult life. Put that down there like that. And then you take the cans. Boy, you know, duct tape sticks well to fingers, too. And put the cans on the tape, just a couple inches apart. Just slap them on like that. Now, these are cans of approximately the same size, but there again, get creative. Once you've done that, you just grab the end of the tape and you start rolling her up. Now, I bet every one of these cans could tell a story, don't you? Huh? I mean, if cans could talk. Life's funny like that, isn't it? Mind you, I don't know if you'd want cans to be talking, you know. What would cans say about you, do you think? If cans could actually talk. Now you bring that up, bring that around. And there's a seat for your chair. Mind you, you're going to want a small can to sit on that. And there you have it. Who says it's hard to make furniture? Is that not an attractive aluminum lawn chair? Just picture yourself sitting out on that in the sun, and after you have a few drinks, you got enough cans to make yourself a footstool. You know, something else you can make with tin cans for the kids. I'll tell you, you get this onto the youngster and you have them roller skating on any kind of a concrete surface, and the noise level gets to the point where you got to talk to them with a lot of sign language there. But on the other hand, you know, you always know where your kids are. I mean, if that's important to you. It's what we're talking about here is really imagination. You know that English writer Samuel Johnson, he one time said, if it wasn't for imagination, a man would be just as happy in the arms of a chambermaid as he was in a duchess. He's dead now. But, you know, I'm just trying to use my imagination, and I'm imagining that we take these tin cans and make ourselves an eave straw, huh? So we take a can like this, and we just cut the can in half. All right, that's not going just quite as well as I'd planned, so why don't we switch over to the handyman's favorite, power tools. All right, tin snips, huh? Just cut right through these. just a matter of using your imagination. It's like Samuel Johnson said to Lord Chesterfield, if the women don't find you handsome, they should at least find you handy. He was horsing around with Lady Chesterfield at the time. Now, poets have an interesting life, don't they? Let's give her a go. Oh, excuse me a minute.
Everything you touch, you wreck.
I do not.
This idea of painting all the leaves to bring autumn here early has gone over the dam in a big way. Everybody's pretty darn excited about having the seasons changing that much sooner. Especially Mooch Thompson now, because his boss told him he could have 2 weeks off this fall, and now he gets to take them while he's still got the good summer weather.
Old man Cedric, he likes the idea because he says now he could bring his dock in while the water's still warm.
Yeah, the only real downside is that now we're hunting when there's mosquitoes and black flies out, so we're going to delay the hunting season closer to Christmas, which is going to be in October, and Easter will fall in December, and then next summer is going to start in February, which is going to save everybody a ton of money in air conditioning.
Uncle Red, I hope you're taking your time and carefully choosing these colors. You know, I get nervous when people in plaid start choosing colored coordinates.
Well, we don't want to take a lot of time choosing, so we're not asking the women to help. Now, we were going to go with the glossy, but that takes 2 coats, so we're going to go with the satin finish on that. And with the saplings, we're going to go with the mulberry, and then every alternate leaf will have the kind of the beigey, brown, yellowy, kind of a putrid kind of a look here, mixed in, possibly with the burgundy and the lime green.
Uncle Red, do you think this idea of yours is going to work? Don't you think that people are going to know the trees are just painted?
You ever seen the people that come up and look at the fall colors, Harold? These are senior citizens. The average age is deceased, Harold. They're about 4 feet tall. They're sitting there in the bus. They can hardly see over the edge of the window there. They got the bifocals happening, tinted glass windows, and the forest is going by at 100 clicks an hour.
Uncle Red, I don't think you should talk like that. Your father will probably be a passenger in one of those buses.
No way. He'll be driving. My wife, Bernice, wishes I get dressed up more often. But when it comes to wearing a suit, I'm kind of like the CEO. C for Christmas, E for Easter, O for obituary. And maybe a lot of you guys aren't like me. Maybe you got a job or a strict wife, or maybe you care about your appearance. I can't do anything about that. But what I can do is show you a cheap way to dry clean your clothes using your own furnace. So, you know, this is the heat chamber where all the air goes through. Now, before you toss the suit in there, you want to really sock the air freshener to it. Because let's face it, people are a lot more concerned with how you smell than how you look. Then you wrap the whole thing around the aerosol can. I'll explain what that's for later. Okay, now you just stick the panel back on there. That'll take care of our air movement and our deodorizing. But to get any cleaning done, we're going to have to introduce some chemicals into the mix. Like, say, carbon tetrachloride. You can get this from any hardware store in the no smoking section. Just soak your filter with this stuff. Then when the furnace fan kicks on, the cleaner will be effectively applied to the garments. You know, this stuff's pretty toxic, so when you soak the filter, make sure you do it in a, well, ventilator. Why, had a bit of a nap there, and talk about dreams. I dreamt I was riding a big striped elephant wearing a purple satin muumuu. Okay, now to get the suit clean, okay, what you do is you turn the fan switch to the on position, which will kind of get the air moving around without turning the furnace on. You let that go for about 10 minutes, and then to get the suit back, you turn up the thermostat. The furnace lights up, and as soon as your furnace gets hot, that aerosol can is going to flatten the wrinkles, fill your clothes with a lovely dry cleaning fragrance, and give you free delivery. Oh boy. It is spring. The groundhog comes out of his hole and sees a shadow. It is the shadow of my right front tire. That means winter will last another 6 weeks, but not for him. It is spring. As I look from my window, I see dogs mating on my front lawn, cats mating on the shed roof, moose rutting in the forest. I watch, mildly bemused. Then I go to the workshop and design a new trailer hitch. Well, I tell you, men's night on the mountain was a huge success, as usual. A little hard on the back, but I'm not as young as I used to be. Just had the one incident, really. Harold, unfortunately, fell off the cliff wearing my backpack. Well, I was afraid there was going to be some serious injuries there. We were laughing that hard, you know. Well, did you have a good time there, young fella?
No! Only the worst time of my life.
Oh, come on, Harold. Doesn't get any better than this. Hey, this is our one night to go crazy there.
Crazy?
Yeah.
It was boring.
Boring?
Boring, boring, boring.
What are you talking about?
Look, we got about 12 feet up the hill, and everybody else is too tired to go any further. Professor Hatfield had to go home and get his medication. No one else could get the fire lit.
Oh, spring runoff, Harold.
Spring runoff. Yeah, spring runoff.
Everything's wet.
Yeah, everything's not wet. It was just so boring. It was incredibly terrible out there. Everybody's complaining all the time. Oh, it's too dark. It's too damp. Oh, I got a soaker. Come on. Moose Thompson was asking everybody if they brought an extra sweater. It was boring. It was incredible. No dirty jokes, no scary stories. Just a bunch of middle-aged fat guys sitting around a dead fire on hemorrhoid cushions. I'm sorry, Uncle Red, but you always say, tell me what's on your mind.
No, I don't. I say, tell me what's wrong with your mind. It is spring, trout season. You wade into the stream waist high. You feel water run down your legs. There's a hole in your hip waders. You hope. It is spring. We walk amongst the flowers, bending close to smell their fragrance, pressing our nostrils to their pistils and stamens. How would you like it if someone stuck their nose into your reproductive organs? Sorry I asked.